I decided let's go to bed and cover the Jump Festa in the morning because we also have in an hour, or less than an hour, the OCG ban list, so I wanted to kick this out before that happens, so let's take a look at it. We have Ancient Fairy Dragon support, we have the brand new QCR for the whole entire last set of QCRs. Then we have Eldritch support, Cyber Dragon support, and EvilTwin support with a couple new alt arts. So let's take a look at it and let's get into it. So first off, we're going to be going with the brand new QCRs. And this is for the quarter century art collection. This one, we can see there is more of the reprints. OCG finally getting 3 of them that they never had. We have a brand new Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, which in my opinion is crazy to think about, because this was an art from back in 2014, I believe, 2013, and it was never printed like how number 107 Tachyon Dragon was, but finally we have them after so long. And then 2 other new ones. We have a Sky Striker Ace Hayate and a Sky Striker Ace Ray alt art. In my opinion, this should be Kaina instead, but we have a bigger image here. And we have a Rose alt art along with a second Ray alt art. But honestly, this is fine. We can see Hamp in the back of this. We could see the Spectre drones around Rose, and I really like this Hayate alt art. It is really nice of an alt art to actually see. After that, let's get into the EvilTwin stuff. We have brand new ones. We have Leela and a Link-1 Kiss-a-Kill. We have EvilTwin Leela Sweet. She is a dark spellcaster effect, 500 attack and 0 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. When your opponent activates a card or effect in response to your activation of your EvilTwin card or effect, quick effect, you could discard this card, negate that opponent's effect, which, in my opinion, is a very good hand trap for the deck. If this card is in your graveyard and you control a Kiss-a-Kill monster, you can special summon this card, but you cannot special summon from the extra deck while you control this monster except Fiend monsters. So you're locked into the Link monsters until you get rid of that. So overall, very nice of a start. Then we have EvilTwin Kiss-a-Kill Deal. It is a Light Fiend Link effect. Link-1, 100 attack, points to the right. When will they learn? But this art is insane. We literally have an interesting tie. I definitely think that we're gonna get a Leela Link-1 in the next set and a Kiss-a-Kill new monster as well. But this takes 1 Kiss-a-Kill monster. You can only link summon EvilTwin Kiss-a-Kill Deal once per turn, and you can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. You can send 1 Leela monster from your deck or extract to the graveyard. Apply the following effect this turn. Each time your opponent activates a card or effect in response to the activation of your Kiss-a-Kill or Leela monster's effect, draw 1. I'm sorry, this is literally just a maxi, but responding stuff. This is actually a very good Link-1 that I think that you want to keep on the field as long as you can. Oh wow, that this is actually powerful, Link-1. So what you want to do is summon this on, and then link it away immediately to summon out the Leela Link, and then use Leela to summon this back, use this effect, send this Leela to get this, then activate Leela to summon something back, to summon itself back. I mean, it's very interesting in my opinion. Overall, it's definitely gonna change how the deck plays. A very nice Link-1 and a very great new card. That's a hand trap that's probably going to be a 3 of. But I digress. After that, let's get into the Cyber Dragon support. We have two new Cyber Dragon cards. We have Cyber Yermungandr. Oh, is a level 5 light machine, 1000 attack and 2100 defense. Can't be normal summon or set, must be special summoned by a card effect. You can only use first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, then take one Cyber Dragon from your deck and either special summon it or equip it to this card. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except machine monsters. You can return one Cyber Dragon you control to the hand, add one polymerization from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Being able to search out a polymerization, that's pretty good. You can also grab Fusion Substitute. So that is really great right there. I am really happy with that card. I think my friend Hukuna will love this. Then we have Cyber Dark Worm. Oh, we have a new level 5 Cyber Dark. It is a machine effect, level 5, 800 attack, 2100 defense. Okay. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per duel. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while it's on the field or in the graveyard. We finally have a tie-over. Nice. If this card is in your hand or graveyard and you have another machine cyber monster on your field or in your graveyard, you can send one Cyber Dragon monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, special summon this card, then you can add one cyber spell or trap card from your graveyard to your hand. Why is that once per duel? I feel like once per duel really didn't need it when it should just be once per turn. But honestly, it's a good it's a good card. Outside of that, I definitely think this new Cyber Yermungandr is very good. I don't know how much impact both of these will have, but I definitely want to see what people do with these. And now we have the new Eldritch support. We have a brand new fusion monster, which is a dark zombie fusion effect. Level 10 with 1800 attack and 2500 defense. That is really crazy artwork. Angel Kato? Is that Angel Kato of the Golden Land? Takes Eldritch the Golden Lord and one zombie monster. Must be either fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by contributing one light zombie monster you control while you have Eldritch the Golden Lord on your field or in your graveyard, and only once per turn. You can only use this effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon one Eldritch the monster from your deck, extra deck, or graveyard. So you're summoning out mad Eldritch now, and honestly, this isn't that isn't that bad, because you can tribute off any of your continuous traps, any of your gold, the golden lands, I think they're called. So any of your trap monsters while you have an Eldritch, that's actually pretty good. Ooh, that could create a lot of interesting things with the deck now. I definitely like that. This changes up the deck. And plus, if you use it as link material, it can summon anything. That's actually crazy. After that, we have Elixir of the Exalted Golden Land. So this is an Elixir and Golden Land. Wow, that art is crazy. Continuous trap. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. Pay 800 life points and activate one of these effects, where pay 8 negating. Special summon this card as a normal monster, zombie lights, level 10, 1500 attack and 2000 defense. It is still trapped. Then if you control Eldritch the Golden Lord, you can return one monster on the field to the hand. Or you can set one of your banished Golden Land or Elixir spell or trap cards. Now this is a really good trap card, but it's sad that it's stuck on a trap card that you have to pay 800. Overall, I think this card is also really good, being able to recycle things that you weren't able to recycle before, and I honestly really like this. This is a very powerful wave. Next up, we have Dragon Master Lord, the next special QCR. It is a Dragon Exceed Dark Effect, 5,000 attack, 5,000 attack, rank 12. So what is going to be the way that you can summon this? This Exceed summoned card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Okay. Okay. Tower-like monster. If this card attacks a defense position monster while you have 25 cards or more in your graveyard, inflict double piercing battle damage. Okay. I see. Once per turn, if your opponent has 25 or more cards in their graveyard, detach one material from this card, special summon one monster from your deck, extra deck, or graveyard. Okay. That's really dumb. Being able to just summon one monster from anywhere within reason of no restriction. I'm happy it doesn't ignore the summoning condition, but like, that's a really good card in late game or you're going against a grass deck. For the final special QCR, that is really interesting. Really interesting. Outside of that, let's finally get into the Luna support. We have Ancient Fairy Dragon support, and we have 3 total monsters, 1 total synchro, and a new field spell. So let's get into it and let's talk about them. First up, we have Regulus Fairy Beast. It's a light level 4 beast effect monster, 1700 attack and 1000 defense. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is a normal or special summon, you can add 1 spell trap card that mentions Ancient Fairy Dragon from your deck to your hand. Honestly, that could definitely open up to more support in the future. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower light beast, plant, or fairy monster from your hand in defense position, and you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 field spell in your graveyard, place it on the bottom of your deck, and then draw 1. A very good retrain to Regulus. I am really proud of that. It is a very good monster, but is there a way to special summon it is the question. We have Spore, the Fairy Cell. It is a light plant, level 1 tuner effect, 400 attack and 800 defense. I am surprised that this got a retrain. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is special summon, you can increase its level up to the number of monsters you control. That is very useful in utility way. So that is interesting to say the least. If this card is special summon, okay. If this card is in your graveyard and you control an Ancient Fairy Dragon or a light beast, plant, or fairy monster, you can special summon this card. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except Synchro Monster. So we just created a new tri-type of Beast, Plant, Fairy. I'm all for that. I am really all for that. I need to look at every light beast, plant, or fairy. I mean, well, you could technically do agents, because those are light fairy. I don't know about plant, and I'm trying to think of a beast, but I can't. Next up, we have Kuribon, the Fairy Spirit. It is a level 1 fairy, light, 300 attack and 200 defense. And honestly, this is a retrain I didn't know I needed. But seeing a Kuribon retrain is really nice. It is you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. You control an Ancient Fairy Dragon or a light beast, plant, or a fairy monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, it is treated as a tuner. Okay, so it's going to be a level 1 light tuner. So you can go into level 5 synchros if you have Regulus on the board. Or you could just summon out this with Ancient Fairy Dragon and just go into the brand new Ancient Fairy Dragon. If another monster you control that is Ancient Fairy Dragon or that mentions it would be destroyed by card effect, you could return this card to the hand instead. that's an interesting form of protection. So every turn you can summon it back out if your opponent doesn't disrupt your board. Next up, we have Ancient Fairy Life Dragon. And that is beautiful art. The noodle just got more noodlier with more armor. It is a light level 8 dragon synchro effect monster with 2500 attack and 3300 defense. That's not much of an upgrade, and I was hoping it was going to be a level 10 to match the rest, but we could take things in strides. It takes 1 tuner plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters, so super generic. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you could draw 1 card, or if the World of Spirits is on the field, add 1 light beast, plant, fairy monster, or 1 eternal sunshine from your deck to your hand instead. Your Ancient Fairy Dragon monsters and monsters that mention it can attack well in face-up defense position, and if okay, so we're doing super heavy samurai stuff. So this can also attack directly because it mentions Ancient Fairy Dragon. That is the one cool thing that I really, really like about this. Because they did the whole entire Shining Sarcophagus thing and made it for Luna. Which, honestly, I'm really happy for. Next up, we have this World of Spirits. Oh, Keymates mentioned Wadapon and Shining Pixie. That's cute. The World of Spirits is a field spell. And you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. You can only activate the second and third effect of this card's name while you control a level 7 or higher Dragon Synchro monster. There's the tie-in to everyone else. When this card resolves, you can add 1 monster that mentions Ancient Fairy Dragon from your deck to your hand. Each time a monster is special summoned in attack position, change it to defense position. Okay, Baguska. Or I should say level limits. Once per turn, during the end phase, destroy all the turn player's attack position monsters. Now that is a different floodgate. I really think that this is a silly field spell, but it's also very good just because it searches out a monster. Overall, I really like it. It's cute. It's fun. And honestly, I don't know what else you can give Luna at this point, outside of more monsters, because we're missing Keymace, Shining Pixie, and a couple other cards. And then finally we have Eternal Sunshine being a continuous trap card, and that is a cool art. You can only use the second effect of this card's name a number of times per turn up to the number of cards you control that are Ancient Fairy Dragon or that mentions it. Monsters you control gain 500 attack or 500 defense for each Ancient Fairy Dragon and each monster that mentions it you control. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total cards. That's 2,500 right there. You can probably get up to 20 or 3,000, but that is very interesting. There might be more, but I'm gonna have to look at that later. Once per chain, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls until the end of this turn. Its current attack and defense becomes halved. Also, its effects are negated. So, realistically, if it's 6 different cards that, or 6 cards that stay on the field that mention Ancient Fairy Dragon, you can get 6 negates. This is a very good trap card. It's definitely a one-of because you're searching it off of Ancient Fairy Life Dragon, and overall, what do I think of this year's Jump Festa between Ancient Fairy Dragon, the new Dragon Master Lord, the Altarts, the Eldritch Live-Twin, and Cyber Dragon support? I definitely think it's a very interesting set, and I really cannot wait to see what else Alliance Insight has to offer, because we still have 47 cards remaining. And honestly, I definitely think that this set is going to be a better set than what Supreme Darkness is, because there's a lot of playable cards like the Adagnister stuff, like the Dragon Ruler cards. Even the Heraldric is playable with, believe it or not, Adagnister, with Ryzil, and honestly, just a lot of playable support. I cannot wait to see what else this set has. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. I hope you guys did enjoy. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next video.